Let me tell you what happened to me. My family and I were hurt in a car wreck. That's when I decided to call George Sink Injury Lawyers.
My law firm will come to you and get started right away. Just call all nines.
Helping injured people is what they do. It's all they do. Call all nines.
Thanks for watching News 12, your home for the Masters.
From the station that's on your side, this is News 12, First at 5.
And we begin with a live look at live.
2 minutes.
Riley, thanks a lot. This is a Monday golfers and patrons alike have been waiting for about a year now. Masters Week, Meredith, is finally here again.
It certainly is, and it is a picture-perfect course out here. The azaleas in bloom. The grass really is greener at Augusta National. The skies, though, can't say the same. All day long, it was kind of dreary. I know we were looking at radar, lots of green. It never really poured here at Augusta National, but the sky did spit. It was basically just a dreary day, but nothing could dampen the excitement of the patrons or the players. Defending Masters champion Scottie Scheffler on 15 with his wedge shot. South Carolina native Kevin Kisner fine-tuning shots on the putting green. His 8th Masters. He missed a cut at 2 of the last 3, as was Sergio Garcia today, 2017 Masters champion. We all know his daughter named Azalea. Colin Morikawa coming in with 2 majors, chatting it up with his caddy today. Tony Finau, where he be now? Will he be on 15 with defending champ Scheffler? Tommy Fleetwood working on his bunker game today. We also caught up with Vijay Singh, Green Jacket winner from 2020. He has returned today. He was here on 17. Bryson DeChambeau, known for his drives, his major drives. He was on the putting green. And Matt Fitzpatrick, U.S. Open winner from 2022. Now, the Masters is steeped in tradition, and one of the traditions we've seen here lately is the tradition of change. Last year it was number 15, which definitely proved to be a treacherous hole. There were no eagles here last year for the first time since 1966. Well, this year we're talking about 13, and that is Amen Corner. The tee box moved back 35 yards, which is significant, especially when you see the elevation. Also, the second cut by Rays Creek. You can see just how narrow it is. This morning, I walked down to Amen Corner to see how it affects play. We saw Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, Tom Kim, and Freddie Couples tee it up there. So saying there's a lot of experience in that group, that is a massive understatement. But it appears most everyone in that group was aiming for this cypress tree, which would mean a 313-yard drive.
If I was 30, I'd probably be excited about it. And at 63, I think it's an incredible hole. I won't go for it. I don't know how I can. But it ain't about me. It's about the best players and how far they're hitting it. I think it's spectacular.
And Richard, today, a lot of people thought it was spectacular. We caught patrons out there with their cameras. They were dusting off their old digital cameras to take a picture of the new tee box. I mean, it is significant when you look at it.
It's like shooting out of a funnel. I mean, you come out of this long, and there's no cutting the corner anymore. That par 5 is going to absolutely have its teeth back, I think, this year, don't you?
It is. Many a prayer will be said in Amen Corner every single day this Masters.
A big change at Augusta National.
Absolutely. 2020 Masters champion Dustin Johnson, he was happy with his drive there today when asked about it on 13, but he says, you know what, I am going to play it safe. Probably a smart move there. He says the change definitely made it more difficult, so he's just going to lay it up all 4 days. So saying that, I'll be here all 4 days. He's feeling pretty good about coming into this tournament. In fact, he's feeling pretty good about how he's playing golf these days. Take a listen.
Obviously coming off of an event last week, which is nice to be able to play in here. So the game's in pretty good form, and so I'm really looking forward to this week. But yeah, obviously for me, I spent a lot of time around the greens, just getting used to the speed. And when I came out, I was here Thursday, Friday the week before, so got a couple rounds in.
It will be interesting to see what happens. Some patrons are lucky to come here one time. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event for them. But over the years, we've talked to many patrons who come back year after year. This year, for the first time, I only talked to one person who had come to the Masters multiple times. So I really feel like this year, at least from the people I talked to, the sense I got was that there were a lot more first timers than I remember talking to in the past. And boy, were they excited to be here today. This truly is a gift to spend with their family and friends, especially one family. We spoke with one family today who was so excited to be here. Of course, with the no phone policy, many had to dust off their old digital cameras, you know, the ones we all have in drawers somewhere in the house that we never use anymore. Well, everyone wants to preserve their memories here. And as you can imagine, Tiger Woods, he drew large crowds today. And in that crowd was a father-in-law who's put his name in the hat for, get this, 28 years to try to get badges in the lottery. And this year, for the first time, he was finally selected. He said he knew right away who he would bring, his son-in-law, who just got home from a long deployment a month ago.
He's an Army captain, and he was off in the Philippines, looking over at them. And so that was his present for taking care of us and guarding the country.
My job, we specifically deal with like humanitarian assistance and disaster response. And so by the time we redeployed at the end of February, a couple weeks after, that's when Tim called and said, "Hey, we got lottery tickets, man. How about you want to do some leave and go down to Augusta?" I said, "Yeah, let's do it. That'll be awesome."
And awesome it certainly was. Captain Coleman, we appreciate your service, and we're glad you're home, and we hope you had a wonderful time today. We saw lots of people taking pictures today, and you know, sometimes a picture can say more than video can. Pictures can speak 1,000 words sometimes. So we want to show you some pictures, some of the greatest shots of the day. We want to start off with Rory McIlroy of Northern Ireland. Take a look at this picture, signing autographs for patrons on the tournament practice area. Next, that's Rose Zhang of the United States, signing autographs for patrons, of course, the women's AM champ. Masters champion Larry Mize of the United States and amateur Ben Carr of the United States. They're waiting to play a hole on the second shot on the second hole. Masters champion Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, Tom Kim of Korea react on number 10. And quiet before the members and guests arrive at the clubhouse. Look at that pristine shot of the umbrellas on the terrace. So a beautiful day out here for a Masters Monday. Lots of memories made, patrons walking the grounds. And you know, I think all of us here who were here during COVID, who were here during the 2020 Masters when there were no patrons, we have an amazing appreciation of what this golf course is like when the crowds have returned. That roar, just seeing the people here, seeing all the faces, seeing the excitement, and talking to the patrons who have an incredible knowledge of golf. Richard, it's just an exciting time to be out here at Augusta National, and the tournament, when it begins, everyone is just so excited to see what could happen, because at this point, anything can.
Masters Monday at Augusta. Meredith, you mentioned the umbrellas. I've just seen a shot of it. I haven't seen them in person yet. Those umbrellas are now on a ball marker for the around the green. So if you grab those, that's kind of a good keepsake to have right there. The umbrellas are known around the world, aren't they?
They absolutely are. I actually have a charm on a charm bracelet with that iconic look. So many photos of those umbrellas, people walking by the clubhouse today, taking photos of that. Of course, you know, Monday you can bring those digital cameras. It's funny seeing all the digital cameras. Everyone's used to bringing their phone to take a picture.
Right, yes.
So seeing digital cameras, it's almost a sight you're not used to seeing. It's almost striking to see so many digital cameras.
How do we use this thing? I got to go find it.
Right. Yes.
All right, the digital cameras are back for a couple more days, and then they're banned, and we're up to the National to give us the great video and still pics. Meredith, thanks very much for the live update there from Augusta National, which leads us into this. If you plan on heading to the golf course, if you're lucky enough to have a badge for Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday through Sunday, there are some things you can bring and cannot bring to the golf course. From today through Wednesday, you are allowed to bring that digital camera with you, or an old-fashioned film camera if you still have one of those. After Wednesday, no cameras are allowed. If you're not allowed to have an electronic device, including no cell phones, no laptops, anything electronic, no backpacks or bags or purses larger than 10 by 12 are allowed. Of course, no weapons, no TVs or radios. You also cannot bring food or drinks, but they're a bargain at the golf course. And then no golf shoes, at least not the ones with the metal spikes. So just know that before you head over. If you aren't on the course, there is a way to see Augusta and play the game in a unique way. Our News 12's Hallie Turner live for us at Live at 5 in downtown Augusta to explain the putt worth $250. Hallie, we're waiting to hear what it's about.
Absolutely. Well, downtown Tulsa
City tells me they're always looking for ways to benefit not only the shoppers but businesses as well. And so with it being golf week, they've created a game that anyone can play. Starting today, whether you're out and about for a bite to eat or browsing for merchandise, there are more than 10 businesses participating in this crawl. It's all golf themed, and when you pick up your scorecard, in order to win the game, each player must visit an under 1, 2 under, and 3 under par location on the course map. Fill up the card by supporting the business with your purchase, but in order to enter for the big prize, you must reach a final score of 14 under par. It's all part of a bigger goal.
I'm really hoping that a lot of visitors discover some new things about Augusta and have some fun downtown. They're already probably going to be doing some shopping, so this is just a little fun added bonus. The other part of that is locals. A lot of times, almost nothing happens during the Masters for locals, and everybody just kind of writes that whole week off. And so we wanted to give all the locals something to do, and they could get rewards from their favorite places already anyways. So we just want to encourage people to get out and, shop local.
Well, the competition runs steep around here, and coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we'll tell you exactly what that grand prize is and how these businesses are benefiting from it.
It's a great reminder from downtown. Hallie, thank you for the update. Aiken native and professional golfer Kevin Kisner and his wife Brittany, known for their generous donations through their foundation. Kisner preparing for his 8th start right now at the Masters this week. Meanwhile, his wife Brittany was representing the family today at a charity event for CHOG, the Children's Hospital of Georgia, at a CHOG at Capsule Boutique in Curry Center. Maria Sellers gives us a closer look.
This is Putt with a Purpose.
This is just a perfect opportunity to do a fun event for a foundation that's doing really big things for our community.
Shoppers can come to Capsule in Surrey Center and putt from a spot ranging between 10 and 30%.
When you sink your putt, that percent of your purchase goes towards the Kisner Foundation. They're doing really special things in our community for our children's hospital.
The foundation has donated more than $2 million to the Children's Hospital of Georgia.
We're so happy we can support this great hospital.
It's to fund the Kisner Foundation and Friends Center for Behavioral Health and Wellness, the first of its kind in the region.
Children can come there to receive, diagnosis, mental health and services, behavioral health services. It's a much needed program for kids in our area and for general pediatricians in our area to have a place to refer kids.
A place that will serve children from all over the state of Georgia and across the region. And Kisner says they're thankful for the ones helping them accomplish that goal.
It's so amazing when people from the community and small business owners know about what you do and the work we're doing, and they want to help us give back.
And for the small business owner behind Putt with a Purpose, it's the community that makes it all possible.
We receive so much support from our community that I'm always looking for ways that we can give back as well. So this is just a fun way for us to help support the Kisner Foundation.
In Augusta, Maria Sellers on your side.
Certainly a great cause there, and if you missed it today, the putting green will also be set up there tomorrow. Riley?
Well, heading for the rest of the week, unfortunately, rain chances going up, especially late into the week, Thursday through Sunday. We'll have a look at that full forecast for you just after the break. Time Tuesday, Wednesday, rain chances start to creep up, though, as we get into Thursday and Friday.
Riley, thanks a lot. A Grovetown girl has been fighting leukemia for about 2 years now. Now she's getting a much-needed and well-deserved break. Will Volk shows us how the Make-A-Wish Foundation brought a huge smile to Jayla's face with a trip to Orlando that she and the family will never forget.
Oh my gosh. Jayla is very fun. She's very energetic and outgoing, and she's able to look at bad situations and make them into good ones.
The last 2 years haven't been easy for Taisha Soares and her 7-year-old daughter, Jayla.
It caught me off guard because I thought she only had a sore throat, when in actuality, she had leukemia.
They've had many bad days, but Jayla just had a great day.
There's no way to give her a big hug.
And I was crying. I was crying because I'm so happy to see her.
Jayla's favorite princess delivered the surprise.
I'm so excited I get to see you again.
She's gonna get the word, everybody.
Her family gets to spend spring break in Orlando, and Jayla will reunite with Snow White at Disney World.
Everybody's excited. I feel like it's something that we really, really need because we've been through so much.
Jayla has been through blood transfusions, bone marrow transplants, and a lot of time in the hospital. She's had several bad days. Now she's excited to to have some great days.
That's my whole life. I'll dream about it, and I'll dream about it again and again and again.
For Jayla Suarez, her dream came true. In Grovetown, Will Volt on your side.
First Alert Radar.
The other guy's insurance company offered to fix my car. They only offered me $750 for my injury. And they wanted me to sign this.
Don't sign anything until you talk to us.
Get George Sink Law Firm on the line. Call 999-999.
Okay. Cool. Hello, sir. You stopped me for your speed today. I got you at 54 and the 45, all right? It's going to be a warning, but I should just slow it down for me, okay? Thank you.
Sir,
Yeah.
I don't mean to argue with you, but I was not going 54 miles per hour because I had the cruise control set at 64.
All right, sure. Well, if that's the way you want to have it, here's your ticket for 64.
Thank you. Are you 64.com?
At Gerald Jones Subaru,